Mew is a Pokemon that's loved by a lot of people, and today we're going to be looking at my Miscut Mew collection. First up is a Miscut Mew EX from the 151 Ultra Premium Collection promo. I really do love the artwork on this card, I just wish they made Mew a bit bigger. But as you can tell, a pretty decent miscut on this card. Next up, we're going to break out some of my Ancient Mew collection. These are 3 miscuts. This one was graded a 9 OC by PSA. This one was graded an 8 MC. MC stands for miscut, OC stands for off center. And this miscut was graded an 8 by CGC. And as a lot of people like to point out, very nice swirl placement on this one here. Ancient Mew really is an iconic card and a staple in a lot of people's collection. Because so many of these cards were printed, there's a good chance that you can find an error for these pretty easily as well. Next up, we have a Mew EX from the Radiant collection. This card is just off center. It's not quite a full miscut, but it is a pretty small sliver of border down there left. In general, I think this is probably one of my favorite Mew cards, and rightfully so. It's a great picture of Mew as well as a really cool holographic. Next up, we have this miscut tag team Mewtwo and Mew GX. I was always a big fan of the tag teams, and I really like that oil slick holographic they used. Even though the artwork on this one is a little strange, I'm not quite sure what's going on exactly, it's still a pretty cool miscut. And of course, here is the backside. Next up, we have an insufficient white ink Mew from Evolutions, otherwise known as a holographic bleed. I've talked about this before, but basically the white layer that's supposed to block the holographic from showing through is insufficient, and so it is not enough to block that holographic in places where it should be blocked. Evolutions is known for these type of holographic bleeds, but it still looks really cool on the card. And I almost forgot, this is my favorite vintage Mew. This is a Shining Mew from the Koro magazine. This definitely has a good amount of shift in both directions actually. And what's funny enough is it's not just a miscut, but it's also a misalignment. So the front is shifted like this, and when we flip it to the back, it's actually shifted in a different direction and also shows a bit of edge of sheet down there at the bottom of the card. Koro Mew was so cool at the time because it actually had 2 different holographics. One was more of the standard Cosmos that you can see in the back, and then there was a glitter type of holographic that was over top of the card. And sadly, this was a Japanese exclusive, so we didn't get this card in English. But that didn't stop a lot of English collectors from picking them up. Thanks for stopping by. Tune in next time for some more Pokemon content.